Hi everyone, welcome to my channel AstroTarot, and today we are doing pickup pile reading where we will be looking at major transformation that is coming in your life in near future and what will be the advice and blockage for going through those transformation. So let's get started. Here we have three cards, and whichever card is calling your attention and or the archetype personality you are relating most to, you can select that pile for your reading. And if you want, you can pause this video and take a good look at these three personalities and meditate a little bit on which of these cards are calling you, and we can start your reading. So let's get started. For the people who chose gambler personality type, let's see your cards first. What major transformation is coming in Taiwan's life? Major transformation near future. Near future. Device and blockage. Hmm. Okay, so pile one, what I see for you is that you might be like sort of disconnected from the world right now, and you might have some idea that you want to do a certain thing or want to, it could be a job, it could be a serious life decision where you want to follow your intuition, but because of maybe somebody, most likely somebody, you are not able to follow your passion. And what I see is that you are giving it a very good thought. You are contemplating your options, and you might be reevaluating whether you should be following your intuition or whether you should be going to a certain path or not. And what I see is that what the card suggests is that you need to be action oriented and not just sit back, relax, or get confused with the multiple options or multiple paths that you are seeing right now. That is the advice card as well, that do not get super confused in like multiple opportunities. You need to take one path and follow it, basically become action oriented, and do not just sit back and maybe relying on just luck rather than actually working hard. And like whenever you are becoming this action oriented person, your path will get clear. So clear as you keep on working. What I mean by that is some people do not take actions because they need a full fledged roadmap how uh, how that person will go from start to end. But the advice is at least get started, and your path will get clear as you will move forward or get aligned with your actions. And see, as soon as you take actions, your path will become more clear. You will start getting new ideas on how you can move forward towards that path. And I think this is the major transformation is coming, that you are kind of not sure as of now where you want to go, but cards are saying just get started. And the blockage that I'm seeing is of King Pentacles. Maybe you're thinking about whether you have enough money or not, whether you will be disciplined enough to follow your um, path, or whatever your intuition is telling you. You might think that you're not good enough, you do not have enough wealth or security, or your materialistic duties towards family are stopping you from doing what you want to do. There's a possibility that you want to take the next step, but others are doubting you, and that others account, like, other people, these are those other people that you are bounded by due to responsibilities. It could be your family, or most likely the elder people in family who leads the household decisions. And because of that, you might be feeling uh, whether you should take that particular step or not. But here, these cards suggest that major transformation that is coming in your life is that you will become quite action oriented, and when you are following that path, you will uh, get new ideas and how to, continue moving towards that path. And here, advice is that do not get overwhelmed by multiple opportunities, or like, do not overthink. You might be daydreaming but you're not taking action. That this is your current energy. So that's why I think you got attracted to this gambler personality, where here the light attribute is willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt it. This is something that you actually need to do. And shadow attribute is relying on luck rather than hard work. So yeah, the final message is just go get started, start with something, and your path will get more clear from there on. So yeah, hope you liked the reading. If you did resonate to it, like the video and subscribe to my channel for more such readings. Thank you. Okay, so people who chose a priest attribute. So let's get started with your reading. File 2, major transformation near future. File 2, major transformation in near future. 2, major transformation. Advice, blockages. So, file 2, what I'm seeing is that the major transformation in your life is going to be about change in your spiritual attitude, or I would say spirituality level. So basically, your destiny or your fortune is changing. Maybe you've been through tough times, like what I'm seeing in the blockage card is Nine of Swords. So maybe you've been through something where you were full of anxiety, you had some restless nights, you would wake up in the middle of night and overthink about a certain situation, what might have happened and what could have happened. You might felt like life is your life is kind of hopeless at the mental energy level. But I am seeing a change in your spiritual and emotional level, because I am seeing that in coming future you will be maybe working on your energy, so that you can come into this King of Sword and Queen of Cups energy. So basically, you will be keeping your head over heart. So like, you will be doing some maybe spiritual practices. Even if you are not a spiritual person, you might be following some hobbies which can, get you in the meditative state. Any hobby that you find really creative, and this is the advice here for you to maybe follow some hobbies, or maybe if you're a spiritual person, a new spiritual practice or a meditation that can, get you out of this Nine of Swords blockage energy and get you into King of Swords and Queen of Cups energy, which is like somebody who not only keeps head over heart but also becomes quite calm and compassionate, and somebody who has overcome turbulences, emotional turbulences in life, and they have become emotionally stable. Like whenever now the situation, some tough situation that used to give you nightmares will arrive in your situation, in your life, you will be easily coming out of it because you have reached to a maturity level, both mentally and emotionally, that you can basically overcome all those petty situations that used to keep you awake at night. But for it, to reach there, the advice is that you kind of take care of yourself, or maybe start a new hobby which kind of gives you that uh, br- which basically brings you to that spiritually meditative state. It could be reading a book, it could be talking to a friend, or maybe picking up a sport. And here, this is what maybe a priest archetype is telling you. You chose this because you are kind of going through a situation and you want to get out of it, and you are trying to find a basically a path for it. And this priest archetype shows you that there is facilitate spiritual commitment, serve as a channel of spiritual energy. This is basically for others, but here other is you. Basically you need to call or become spiritually better from your current situation, to so that you can come out of this nine of swords, this anxious energy. But this is the major transformation I'm seeing in your life, that in coming future you will not care about these things. And you might also block some negative people, because this is what king of swords do. They do not take anyone's bullshit. They know how to have boundaries with other, have clarity, have mental clarity of what they want to do. And here mental clarity seems like you will start taking care of yourself, because nobody is actually coming for help, and this is something you have to do on your own. So yeah, that was the. I hope you like the message and the major transformation that's happening in your life. If this resonated with you, um, click on like button and maybe share with somebody who needs help, and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you. Hello, pile three. So let's look at your major transformation. Pile three, major transformation. Vice and blockage. Okay, let's see. Let's look at clarify card for Ten of Swords advice. Hmm. The Fool. Okay, so pile three, what I'm seeing is that um in near future, like you're somebody who might take actions before even giving it a good thought. Maybe you might just take on multiple responsibilities that you're not even ready for, and that is what is going to kind of trap you mentally, because you will not be able to juggle multiple priorities. So what I'm saying is you're quite action oriented and fast thinking person, but your problem is committing to multiple things without even giving it a very good thought, because you have this rebel nature. Like you challenge authority to basically effect social change, reject spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Maybe to you have this rebellious nature and you might think that you will be able to do it all, but that's not true. Like sometimes you actually need to give a good thought before taking any responsibility. And that's what I'm seeing here. Let me just fix the lights first. Okay. So yeah, like I said, multiple priorities without giving it a good thought, and you will land into a trouble where you will feel quite entrapped because you will not be able to handle too much. And that is the even blockage card is saying that you will get tired and you will feel like that your resilience is being tested, and it might also land you in, like, you will be in that mental state where you think what is the next worst thing can happen. Because of so many responsibilities you will be tired, and this is a major transformation I'm seeing, that because of your acting first thinking later attitude, it will land you into multiple responsibilities and you will be tired. So here advice is that, if you did advice is new beginnings as well as 10 of swords. So let's say if you had to pick those responsibilities because you were um, sort of helpless and you did not have any other option, like you can get out of it, like nothing more worse can happen than actually getting stuck into things that you might not be able to get out. And here the full card is asking you to stay optimistic and trust in life, be adventurous, but that does not mean you do not think twice before committing to something. The fool is a very reckless energy, and advises not to be the fool here. Here you have to sort of take a step back and be decisive. Do not be reckless. Otherwise, you will end up in, you know, entrapped or victim mentality. So, like whenever some opportunities is coming, let's say in near future, think twice, thrice, or maybe 10 times before seeing what will be the impact on your, well, mostly mental health, and you might not be actually ready. Otherwise, you will have to be juggling with multiple priorities and you might not have time for yourself. So, yeah, advice is to, you know, take a chill pill and think before committing to something, because your rebel nature will land you in trouble if you did. So, yeah, that was your reading. I hope you liked it. It resonated with you. And if it did, please give it a like and do subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Thank you.